The head of centre must ensure that anyone appointed to facilitate access arrangement is a responsible adult, is appropriately trained, and fully understands the rules of the particular access arrangements. Centres are required to retain a record of the content of training given to the invigilators and those facilitating an access arrangement for the candidate under exam conditions. A reader is a responsible adult who reads the instructions of the question paper and the questions to the candidate. This may involve reading the whole paper to the candidate, or the candidate may request only some words to be read. For exam papers testing reading, for example English language, a reader can read the questions in the writing section of the paper, but cannot read any of the questions in the reading section. It is the responsibility of the candidate to make clear what they want to be read. JCQ regulations state that a reader may enable a visually impaired candidate to identify diagrams, graphs, and tables, but must not give factual information, nor offer any suggestions other than that information which would be available on the paper for sighted candidates. Read numbers printed in figures as words. For example, 356 would be read as 356, but when reading the number, it should also be pointed to in the question paper. An exception would be when the question is asking for a number to be written in words. For example, write the number 356 in words. Read back, when requested, what the candidate has written without any emphasis on any errors. If requested, give the spelling of the word which appears on the paper, but otherwise spellings must not be given. A reader must read accurately, only read the instructions of the question paper and questions, and must not explain or clarify, only repeat the instructions of the question paper or questions when a candidate indicates a specific need for help, only read the instructions or rubric of the paper testing reading, and must not read individual questions or text. Abide by the regulations, since failure to do so could lead to the disqualification of the candidate. A reader must not advise the candidates regarding which questions to do, when to move on to the next question, nor the order in which questions should be answered. Decode any symbols, for example mathematical, musical, or scientific, and unit abbreviations. For example, 2 superscript 2 should not be read as 2 squared, but the function simply pointed to by the reader. Part of the assessment is recognizing what the superscript 2 means. Similarly, if the greater than symbol is printed, it should not be read as greater than, but simply pointed to by the reader.